Y'all should imagine how upsetting it is to be on our side, where we had to listen to y'all scream about fraud for 4 years, and then you learn that that's not the case because Trump wins, and it's just sort of
that was
never
after,
mind.
That was after 4 years of you guys saying Russia collusion. But I want to point out that in 2020 we had the COVID happened, and it was used and like really abused to change all these different voting systems. Now all of a sudden, all these new states had mail-in ballots, and as we just learned from Lisa, there can be very easily things can be.
I still think they're messing with elections.
It was
Lisa, in Arizona, in
Lisa, hold on.
Philly, they're still doing it.
So
now.
It is worth noting that the method of collecting ballots and everything in 2020 was novel. We had never had an election under a pandemic the way that we did in 2020. So
Just the amount that was mail-in voting.
And also the process. It was like there was a lot of changes and stuff.
It was
like
that year because it happened.
Exactly. Yeah, there was the changes in Pennsylvania that caused Texas to try and sue Pennsylvania about their stuff. So it was, and the only point that I'm making is that it was a novel election. That there had never been an election that was like that one in history.
Yeah,
So.
and yeah, people feel the same about 2024.
Why on earth would you
What do you
say
mean?
that they feel the same about 2024?
Oh, just in terms of the unprecedented nature of it.
Articulate why it's novel. What was different about 2024 than everything?
None of the
else?
rules changed.
Oh, what is
yeah,
it?
well, that's not true.
What rules
There
changed?
were certain
Go ahead.
Republican state legislatures that changed their voting, but it's fine. It's legitimate. I don't have an
What?
issue with
But
it.
how
Why do
long
you
did they have
mention
that?
Take an issue with the
2024?
policy. No, I'm saying that you feeling that way and it being an unprecedented election and pandemic doesn't justify trying to block the peaceful transfer of power.
That's not what
I
I
know,
was.
I know.
That's not the argument that I was making. So you're bringing it up to deflect to the
Do
point.
I-
The only
do
thing that I was saying is that it was a
Holy
novel.
smokes. I hear you. It's novel. I hear you. You know what? I hear you.
Okay.
That does. It's just you're saying it like it justifies what she was just going through. So that's why I was clarifying.
I didn't.
But okay.
I did
great.
not
What
say
was
it
that?
to
What was
justify
that
anything.
Novel
All I was-
as hell.
The only point that I was making is that
Yeah.
it was a different situation than any other election that we've gone through.
Yes.
But I do want to talk about the shift to the right, because you've made remarks about Donald Trump, and it's clear you don't like Donald Trump. I get it. And you've remarked that, he didn't win the popular vote, and he didn't win over 50%. So it's not actually that the majority of America wants it. And so I can take that on its face, but the results nationwide, in California, I think 11 counties flipped. Basically, the entire country moved right. So how do you square that? If the country generally moved to the right, what's your take on that? How do you feel about that? And what do you think that says about the country's reaction to the Democrat policies that we've been living under for the past 4 years?
Great. And the only reason I brought up, just make sure you'll flip in your head too about what it meant about Trump when Trump lost as well. But let me just answer that, because Trump won.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Culture War podcast. We're live every Friday, 10 a.m. to noon. So subscribe and come hang out.